What's up guys, today we're counting down the biggest chads in Bucky. If you're new here and enjoy Bucky content, make sure to subscribe and join the Discord to talk more about its greatness. So in deciding of the, worthy characters to be named Chad, I came up with around 6 to 7 characters. So first up, I decided to go for our boy, Biscuit Oliver. So to start off going over his Chadness, just look at him. He's built like an absolute Chad. He's got muscles everywhere, one of the most built characters we have in the whole Bucky series. He's known as the Unchained because he pretty much puts himself in a prison to, live like a king within the prison. He's unchained in the prison. No guards, no one can control him. He does what he wants. He's living like a king inside a prison. That's just very respectable and very Chadly for our boy Oliver. And then you have his, extra thick girlfriend, that's this a trophy to a Chad like Oliver. Like, look at that. Easily the best girl in the whole Bucky series in my opinion. I don't even think it's even close. Just look at her, this unparalleled, super heavy dumbbell. The next character making into the biggest Chads in Bucky, we have Kaio Kaku. So his Chadness comes from him during the Ratai tournament arc. Him just, talking shit to everyone, especially to Yujiro. He walked up to Yujiro and called him weak one and all this other shit, No other character calls Yujiro weak. Everyone, respects Yujiro. They may try and fight him. They get fucked up. But, Kaki just came and was like, oh yeah, weak one, you're nothing. All that. To be fair, Yujiro was doing the same, just talking all that shit. And then when they had their fight, he's like, oh yeah, he saw Yujiro's, demon back. He saw all Yujiro's powers. Like, nah, fuck this. Stopped his heart so he could survive and not get killed, Even though that's beta energy, it's also Chad energy as well, because he's facing Yujiro. Who wants to die from Yujiro? Who wants to die at this point? Just stop my heart real quick, all good, and just come back alive like, oh yeah bro, just get flexed on. He's more of a flexing Chad than a Chad. He's a flexer. In his past, he proved that, he can get all these, super Chad strong muscles stronger than steel and all that. But, he doesn't need it anymore. He's an old man. He went through 100 years of Chinese Kempo training to just become an old man that fucks up other guy. He talks shit to the other guy. He killed, like, these other people from, or, took their hands away because of, disrespecting the Chinese Kempo and all that by bringing weak fighters that aren't comparable to him. You just took him out. He has, super weird looking hands. Kaku, this is a, Chad old man. Every series needs their, little Chad old man, and for Bucky, it's our boy Kaku Kaio. Very cool, very cool. Next in, the biggest Chads, we have our boy Pickle, a dinosaur man that only likes to eat strong people because when he was alive before he was, returned to the current age, he would just, defeat and eat dinosaurs. So to make himself happy or to feel worthy of himself, he has to eat strong people that are comparable to dinosaurs. That's why, he eats Retsu's leg, eats Katsumi's hand and all that other stuff, or part of Katsumi and all that. It's everything like that, he eats Jack's face. That's just Pickle, just the absolute crazy good boy, good boy. He's just a giant, huge dinosaur dog man. That's just a good boy. Doesn't know what's going on, just trying to, chill, be happy and all that good stuff. And while doing that, he tends to come around and just mess up anyone who fucks with him. His body is strong as fuck. He's compared to Yujiro for his body by Miyamoto multiple times. And Pickle, this peak Chad dinosaur man. That just sums up the insanity and Chadness of Bucky right there. And and speaking about Miyamoto, he's another Chad in Bucky. He comes to life out of nowhere, just a clone of him, kept his body there, able to bring him back to life as a clone. And then after being brought back to life, he proceeds to defeat and kill 90% of the characters in the Buckyverse. Just like that, just come in, I'm gonna, defeat you, I'm gonna kill Retsu, and then Motobe is able to trick him out, but decided not to kill him for some unknown reason. He was able to get a draw against the absolute monster of Bucky, Yujiro, able to win and lose against Bucky, the protagonist, multiple times, and just fuck up like entire police forces alone, that's just Miyamoto for you. And while doing this, he's always looking like a cracked up, crazy dude. So that's just even cooler and even more Chadly for our boy Miyamoto. And yes, the word Chad and variations of Chad will be said a lot during this video. Next we have Jack Hanma. So Jack Hanma, he takes a lot of L's throughout the series, but all those L's come with his Chadness and, you know, absolute respect for this boy. So when he has his fight against Pickle, he starts off by trying to eat Pickle like Pickle has been doing to various other characters. You know, just tries to eat it, you know, gets his face, you know, ripped off and eaten by Pickle in the process of that. But just to have the, you know, guts to actually eat a dinosaur monster like Pickle, that's this one Chad point to him. And then he proceeds to get destroyed by Pickle. And you think, like most other people, they would give up right there and then, like, oh yeah, I lost. But no, he decides to come back, gets destroyed again. He's like, oh yeah, okay, you've been destroyed 2 times now. Your jaw, all your teeth are gone. And then what he does, he comes back again to fight. And then gets destroyed again, and then Bucky needs to, you know, tell him to fucking stop, man, you fucking crazy bro, just stop, until he finally like screams out in pain and stops. But to come back after getting destroyed 2 times and come back for a 3rd and even a 2nd time is just, you know, mad respect points for Jack. And then later on, this kid is always out there biting people, even if he loses all his teeth again, he's always about that biting action, you know, gotta respect that. In kin to, you know, Goku biting people, it's that boy Jack in Bucky biting people. It's just how it is, you know, just gotta bite people, you know, get some quick attacks in by just biting and getting a chunk of their shoulder. It's easy shit, easy shit. Next we have Hanayama. His Chad tier is purely based on the way he fights. He pretty much puts nothing into defense when he fights and everything into attack, with him not blocking or dodging really any attacks from the people he fights. Just tanking everything, getting hit in the face, shown very serious in his fight against Spec, where he just tanked everything and kept going at him. And then recently in the latest Bucky Do chapter where he's facing the sumo wrestler, at the start of the chapter it's mentioned that he has nothing into defense and he's going for an attack that's 100% offense and absolutely, you know, almost one-shots his opponent. But still, it's just insane how Hanayama fights. Like, all the other characters have all these martial arts and all this other crazy stuff. Hanayama just uses his brute crazy strength and just goes in, tanks everything, tanks as much as possible, and keeps fighting until, you know, he falls down or his opponent falls down. This mad respect for the way Hanayama fights and giving him on the Chad tier list. And the final and biggest Chad in all of Bucky, Ali Jr., you know, this is how it is, you know, his simp levels are so high that he's the #1 Chad. It's just how it is. Gotta respect the Sims. And I'm joking, bruv. I'm joking. Relax. #1 simp, of course. #1 simp. #1 Chad, of course, is our boy Yujiro. You know, he spreads his seed throughout the world to create strong people for him to fight in the future. That's the whole reason, you know, Bucky even exists, so he can have someone to fight against that's actually strong, you know? He just spreads his seed all over the world to lions, to various animals, just to everything, bro. Yujiro is the seed spreader of the Bucky universe. He comes out of nowhere and bodies everyone in the story at any given time. This the maximum time it comes falling out of the sky. Just various other parts throughout the story. This comes out of nowhere, decides to fuck up random people. Motobi's fighting one of the prisoners, Unagi. Yujiro just comes up out of nowhere, breaks Motobi's swords and continues to fucking almost kill Yagani out of nowhere. You know, that's just how Yujiro just comes out of nowhere. He punched the earthquake to tell him to fuck off. You know, that's this Yujiro for you. The absolute peak of Chadness in Bucky and all of anime and manga. It's just how it is. If any other characters, you know, if Goku was in the Bucky universe, Yujiro would make Goku sit down with his Chadness. That's just how it is. Within the Bucky universe, Yujiro is the top dog and always will be. And that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to subscribe, join the Discord and all that good shit. And that's it, guys. Peace.